The night of January 2nd, 2026 began like any other Friday in Caracas. The city's skyline shimmered as dusk settled, and the familiar hum of traffic and distant music filled the air. People returned home from work, families gathered for dinner, and the city's heartbeat seemed steady and predictable. But as darkness deepened, the city was settling into its evening rhythm when a series of loud, concussive blasts shattered the peace. The explosions echoed across neighborhoods, their force rattling windows and setting off car alarms in the distance. Within moments, social media erupted with frantic messages. Windows rattled, the ground trembled, and fear spread instantly. People posted videos, photos, and desperate pleas for information, their screens lighting up with rumors and speculation. Residents rushed to balconies, searching the skyline for signs of fire or smoke. Some called out to neighbors, while others simply stared in stunned silence, trying to make sense of the chaos unfolding before them. Shaky cell phone videos captured only the panic in people's voices. The footage was grainy and confused, but the fear was unmistakable. Shouts, cries, and hurried footsteps echoed through the night. Was it an accident or something more sinister? No one knew. Whispers of terrorism, sabotage, or a catastrophic accident spread rapidly, fueling anxiety and uncertainty. Sirens wailed in the distance, but their destination was unclear. Emergency vehicles raced through the streets, their lights painting the buildings red and blue, but official information was scarce. On the streets, people scrambled for shelter, unsure if more explosions would follow. Some ducked behind cars, others pressed themselves against walls, all united by a single instinct: survival. Families huddled away from windows, desperate for credible information. Parents tried to comfort their children, whispering reassurances they barely believed themselves, as the uncertainty pressed in from all sides. The blasts left behind not just ringing ears, but a citywide sense of dread. Silence settled over the streets, broken only by the occasional distant siren or nervous conversation. Caracas was united in a single, anxious question: what just happened? Strangers gathered in small groups, sharing rumors and fears, their faces illuminated by the glow of their phones. The night was far from over, and no one knew what the dawn would bring. As hours dragged on, the city held its breath, waiting for answers, hoping for safety, and fearing what might come next. As the shock faded, journalists and citizens pieced together a timeline. The first confirmed explosions were reported at 9:45 p.m., mainly in western and central Caracas, but heard citywide. Witnesses described the sound of low-flying aircraft, jets or drones, just before or during the blasts. No official confirmation of unauthorized aircraft has been given. Large sections of the city lost power, deepening confusion and fear. Residents relied on radios and dwindling phone batteries for updates. The facts: multiple loud bangs, aircraft noises, and power outages. The cause and motive remain a mystery. Over 12 hours later, the Venezuelan government remains silent. No statements from officials, no reports of casualties or damage, and no images of destruction have surfaced. Emergency services have not briefed the public, leaving everyone in the dark. This silence has fueled rumors and deepened mistrust. The absence of information is now part of the crisis. Caracas is left to navigate fear and uncertainty alone. To understand the fear, look to Venezuela's long, tense relationship with the United States. Years of sanctions, accusations, and mutual distrust have shaped the country's politics. The government often blames Washington for destabilization and past attacks. Incidents like the 2018 drone attack and failed incursions have set a precedent for suspicion. Any unexplained event is quickly linked to foreign interference, whether true or not. This history shapes public reaction, but it's not evidence. Responsible reporting means separating context from fact. The past explains the fear, not the cause. In the digital age, an information vacuum fills fast. When official sources are silent or slow to respond, people turn to their phones, searching for answers in the endless stream of updates and notifications. The urge to know what's happening right now is almost impossible to resist. Rumors and theories about the explosions have flooded social media. military strikes, uprisings, accidents, each with dubious evidence. Wild speculation spreads quickly, with every new post or tweet adding fuel to the fire. In a matter of minutes, unverified claims can reach thousands, even millions of anxious readers. Disinformation spreads panic and division, especially in a polarized country. People become suspicious of neighbors, and fear can take hold before the facts are even known. The emotional impact is real. Worry, confusion, and even anger ripple through communities. False reports can trigger real danger, from confrontations to unnecessary evacuations. When people act on rumors, chaos can erupt, putting lives at risk and straining emergency services that are already under pressure. Journalists must draw a clear line between fact and rumor, vetting sources and labeling unconfirmed reports. Their responsibility is greater than ever to filter out noise, verify information, and keep the public accurately informed. The urge to speculate is strong, but accuracy matters most. Every decision to publish or hold back can shape public perception and even influence events on the ground. There's no verified evidence linking the blasts to any group or government. Official statements remain scarce, and speculation fills the void. But responsible reporting means waiting for confirmation. Aircraft sounds and power outages are clues, not conclusions. These details are pieces of a larger puzzle, but jumping to conclusions only deepens confusion. Sticking to facts is the only responsible path. In times of uncertainty, clarity and truth are more valuable than ever, guiding people through the noise. The truth may be slow, but it's worth the wait. Patience and careful attention to verified information help communities stay safe, united, and resilient in the face of uncertainty. The sun rose over a city gripped by tension, its golden rays struggling to pierce the haze that hangs over Caracas. The city, once vibrant and full of life, now wakes with a sense of heaviness, as if the very air is thick with worry and anticipation. On the surface, life appears normal. Shops open their doors, traffic weaves through the streets, and people go about their daily routines. Yet, beneath this thin veneer of normalcy, an unmistakable unease lingers. Every face tells a story of uncertainty, every step is cautious, and every conversation is hushed. People gather in small groups, whispering quietly, sharing fragments of information and questions. What happened? Is it safe to go out? Rumors swirl, and speculation fills the gaps left by silence. Parents keep their children home from school, worried for their safety. Businesses operate with only a handful of staff, and many apartment buildings remain dark due to persistent power outages. The city feels half awake, caught between fear and necessity. Every distant noise, a car backfiring, a shout in the street, triggers a wave of anxiety. People peer nervously from their windows, hearts pounding, bracing for the worst. The psychological toll of this constant vigilance is immense, wearing down even the most resilient. The government's silence only deepens the sense of isolation and mistrust. With official channels offering no updates, people are left to rely on rumors and speculation, fueling further anxiety. In times of crisis, clear and honest communication is vital. But in Caracas, there is none. Newsrooms sit empty, TV screens remain blank, and phones buzz with unanswered questions. The city waits for answers, for reassurance, for any sign that things might return to normal. People gather in plazas and at bus stops, glancing at each other, searching for hope in the eyes of strangers. This waiting is not passive. It is filled with anxiety and vulnerability. Families huddle together, gripping each other's hands, trying to find comfort in togetherness as uncertainty stretches on. The need for explanation is overwhelming, but clarity is absent. Frustration grows as people search for answers that never come. Their confusion mirrored in every conversation and every glance at a silent phone. For millions, the ground beneath their feet feels unsteady, as if the city itself is holding its breath, waiting for something, anything, to break the silence. As night falls, Caracas stands in limbo, desperate for truth, longing for reassurance, and hoping that dawn will bring answers. The story of the Caracas explosions is just beginning. The city's wound cannot heal without answers. Finding the truth will take time, patience, and persistence from journalists and citizens alike. The panic of one night was magnified by official silence and rampant rumors. This crisis shows how fragile our sense of security is, and how vital reliable information becomes. Journalism's role is to provide clarity, not chaos, and to demand answers from those in power. Caracas deserves to know what happened. The wait for truth is long, but it matters, for the city, and for all who believe in the power of facts.